Are we on, Glenn? Champion. Good evening, everybody. I am so sorry about the lateness this evening. We've had quite a few IT issues. Don't know what's happened. I can only apologise. Okay, so a bit of a light touch this evening. As you can see, all festive and Christmassy. Feel free to send me any pictures of your Christmas outfits if you've got them. Big hi from Red Rose Recovery. As I say, you've got me this week. We have the LUF Lounge on Wednesday, which is a face-to-face in Preston. I don't know how many of you are going to be there, but I'm really looking forward to getting back to seeing people face-to-face. Lindsay, hi, my lovely. Lovely to see you. Joe, Emily, Mike, thank you for your shout-outs. Jonathan, again, good evening. So there isn't an agenda for this evening. You've just got myself. I've got a little bit of Michael Bubble in the background. Don't know if you can hear. So it's just to give you a little bit of touch base. If you've got any questions about the LUF Lounge on Wednesday, get it in before Boris locks us down. Emily, do you know what? I agree. Although, to be fair, having a few days of lockdown over Christmas, I think I personally would really appreciate it. So this evening, I thought I'd just start it off with a really bad Christmas joke. I'm just watching the numbers just tottering up slightly. But as we start, why do reindeer like Beyonce quite so much? She slays. I know, really bad. I know. We'll just go with it. So this evening, I am in my grotto. It feels like a grotto. And do you know what? Glenn called it a man cave earlier on, and it really hurt my feelings because I'm not a man. However, I like the idea of it being a grotto. Do you like the hat? Bad headache. Put the tree up. So yes, in terms of Wednesday, it'd be great. Interact with me. Tell me who's coming. If you're planning on getting there, Jonathan, you've pulled the lucky straw. I'm sussing you out as soon as I get there. Coming to sit with you. I've not seen you in such a long time. Be lovely to have a catch up over a brew. I myself haven't been very well this week, so I've been quite under the weather. I actually had to go for a COVID test at one point. Was a bit worried that I weren't going to make it, but lo and behold, she has been given the all clear. Emily, she's going to be there. Do you know what? I think I've only actually met you once face to face. And then it was when I had blisters. I was grumpy. I was tired. My joints needed oiling. And I don't think I was at my best. So hopefully you'll be able to cancel what you remember. And fingers crossed, make a better first impression. Leanne, good evening. A little bit of a mental one this evening. I've just donned the hat in my festives. Yeah, my snowflakes have come out. Unforgettable seeing me. I didn't recognise you, Emily, if I remember rightly, because you had all the sparkly things on your face. And people look so different in the flesh, don't they? You can't really hug a computer. Well, I suppose you could try, it'd be a bit weird. Our guys from St. Anne's are going to be there. That will be absolutely brilliant, Lorna. I don't feel quite so amazing, Leanne. I'm just saying how I've been under the weather this week, but it's comfort, it's happy. It's a bit of Michael Bublé in the background. Christmas tree's gone up, which, let's be fair, that means there's Christmas chocolates come out. Who else is coming? Just a normal day for me. Yes, it is. Thanks, Jonathan. Crazy. It's mad as a box of frogs. There's going to be 4 from the Leonard family. Well, that'll be nice to actually see you for the first time in the flesh, Stephen. I'm looking forward to that. Dale, what time? It is a ticketed event, so you can only arrive if you've got your tickets, and I do believe that the event is sold out now. However, I would have to double check. I want to say it's a 10 o'clock start. Is that right, Emily? You'll notice how I'm having conversations with my phone. It's at Preston Masonic Hall. If anybody's been, I've been a long time ago, I can't remember what it's like. But if anybody does know what it's like for parking, please let us know. Oh, hey, Nick's here as well. Good evening, Nick. 10 till 3. 10 till 3. So please, if you're driving, save a space for me. I need to get my car in next. I need to get a very sharp getaway for children at 3 o'clock. But I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be nice to actually see people and actually have a conversation without clock watching and thinking, do you know what? I've got to get off. I've got training to do. So on that note, I suppose as leadership lead, a little bit of background. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's Shelley. I've worked for Red Rose since March, and it has been one heck of a learning curve for me. Come in as a training leadership lead, so I help create training, deliver training. It can be quite hard, long days, and I only have little feet to hold me up, so it's those that I feel sorry for. However, we have got quite a lot of people through the leadership program. So if we do have anybody that's on now, whether you are new to passing the leadership or whether you are somebody that, like Glenn, that came through right at the very beginning, which I think is getting on for 2 years ago, Glenn, since we started this. But do please get in touch, let us know your thoughts. It is a accredited qualification now. So for those of you that have completed it, even if you have the old style certificate, you do officially have a level 2 in leadership. It is accredited, okay? Your certificates have been printed. And if you are at the LUF on Wednesday at the live one, you will get your up-to-date certificate. Anybody else, they will be sent off to your area, to your locality, and it'll be up to the team leaders to get your certificates to you. So do please, if you have changed address, if you've changed your phone number, please get in touch with your contacts in Red Rose, because obviously if we've got the up-to-date details, we can get your certificate to you in some way. Okay, I'm just having a little look through some of the notes on here because the chats are going absolutely berserk. This is amazing. Colin Boardman, hello my friend, I hope you're keeping well. Who else is there? Stephen got married at the Masonic Hall. I did some Sitel telephone training there many moons. We're talking like 20-25 years ago now. And I just remember that it was a very big, very grand building. And for some reason I remember steps. I don't know if there was a lot of steps or whether somebody fell down them, but there were steps. Leanne can't make it because we're being rehab going on Thursday. 2 weeks clean, but well done, Leanne. That is absolutely incredible news. I am so pleased to hear from you tonight. I know we spoke just before you went in, and unfortunately I can't be there to be in touch and support you, but please know that you've got all the love and all the support from Red Rose, from Lancashire User Forum. We're wishing you all the very best, so please stay in touch. Colin is saying Merry Christmas. He's doing really well. Do you know what? I do miss you, Big Col. You give the best cuddles. I know I shouldn't really say that going back into COVID, but unfortunately, I don't do cuddling very often. I'm not a cuddly person, but there was one particular day when I was just down and Colin was with me and he asked if I wanted a hug. And do you know what? It was well appreciated on that particular day. Woo, Emily saying, well done, Leanne. Nick has said, again, well done you. So many people sending love for you here, Leanne. This is awesome. Lorna, great, Leanne. Brand new start, new Christmas new year, new start. That's going to be so awesome. Your little children possibly won't understand just yet how big a deal it is, but by heck will they recognise it when you get home. Who else is there? So yeah, Jonathan's just saying that if you've not been to the Masonic Hall before, it's just behind the law courts. It's funny you should say that, because I've still been calling it Saul Street Baths. And I think that gives away my age a little bit. Lorna has said, great course, get on the leadership. Anybody that wants to get on the leadership course, we have two options. We have a virtual option, which is one afternoon every week for 12 weeks. That might be more appealing for people that are a little bit hesitant about being around people, or people that struggle with traveling. The second option is a 3-day event. We have got one in Preston that's starting in January. That's going to work out on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We've trialed different variations of that. Having 1 day a week for some people has been okay. The most recent feedback from the last couple of cohorts has been that actually that's too far. People are wanting it closer together. So we are trialing it this time. If you have done the leadership program, please feel free to get in touch. I'll quite happily send you a link. You can jump online this evening and tell people your experience. If you've got any questions, ask away. If you want to get onto the leadership program, you do so by contacting your local Red Rose recovery rep in your various areas. They'll have a conversation with you. And if it's something that we feel that you're suitable to be able to get through, then let's go for it. Okay. As I say, it is a very newly recognised as an accredited qualification through Red Rose Recovery. So you will get a level 2 in leadership. That is the equivalent of 5 GCSEs, people. Not a bad cop for 3 days work. I think there is somebody in each one of the areas that you can speak to that will be able to give you a little bit more information, can assist with that. Alternatively, give me a ring. I just double check what my phone number is before I shout it out. I'm glad we have business cards for this reason. So my phone number, if you have got any questions, is 07 892 717 928. Okay, so I think it's time for another really bad Christmas joke. What reindeer game do reindeer play at sleepovers? Truth or dare? I know, really bad, really, really bad. There is a taxi box, don't worry. Leanne's replied to all the comments. Thank you so much, everyone. She's going to miss children over Christmas. And you know what? They're going to miss you too, sweetheart, but it's well worth it. But they are getting a new happy mummy with many more better Christmases. Well worth it. Absolutely. And do you know what? Every credit to you. I've known you a few months now, and yeah, you've had your journey as anybody in recovery has, and I genuinely heartfelt love and support. You know where I am. Use them contact details, my lovely. Jonathan has said that he completed the leadership course. Jonathan, whenabouts was it that you completed yours? I think it was a few months ago now. Well, quite a few months ago. In fact, was it not near to a year ago? Emily, you're the same as well, my lovely. You've done the leadership. When did you do it? Hi, Steph. I've just seen your message. Sorry, love. Stephen, mine was 50. You've been married 50 years? What did you do wrong, sunshine? So Jonathan did the leadership, the virtual one, and it was really good for him. As I say, it's down to each person's preference. So we do have reserve lists for both. As soon as we have enough people that are interested to justify putting a course on, we get it booked in, okay? Please bear in mind, though, that if you are offered a place and you don't turn up or you drop off, we will only contact you a maximum of 3 times before we stop. Not because we're saying we don't want you on it, but because what we don't want to do is make a nuisance of ourselves, okay? Who else is... Emily's asking if I can sing a Christmas song. You really don't want me to sing. Even the shower turns itself up to say shut up. Leadership online. Jonathan, would you how do you feel about jumping on this evening, just asking us just giving us a bit of background? Do feel free to reply on that if you are in a position to, my lovely. Emily and Jonathan did it at the same time. That'll be why I have, yes, of course. January this year, so it's nearly a year. Wow. Who else have we got online? Let's have a look. Oh my god, I actually got a level 2 in leadership. I need to collect my level 2 certificate in drug and alcohol misuse awareness. How brainy am I? Is that, when you say the drug and alcohol misuse, is that, Emily, is that the event is that a Red Rose event? I'm asking because we now have a level 3 that's equivalent to an A-level drug awareness training program. So if it is that one, I just need to know because it's myself that is doing the certificates. Let's have a look. No worries, Jonathan. No worries tonight, my darling, lovely. Stay in touch as you are if that's preferable. Emily, I think you're starting to get quite a few certificates, so I suggest you go and buy a load of help me somebody, picture frames. This is the problem with being on here on my own. Truth or dare, boom boom. So Scott has said, Scott, do you know we have that many Scotts in Red Rose? I call him the sorcerer because the one thing I don't understand is the IT. But you can guarantee that if I speak to Scott the sorcerer, one, he never disappoints, such a lovely, lovely gent, and I can sit and listen to him all day. Absolutely lovely guy. He's our IT whiz kid, hence being the sorcerer. We're having a revamp of the training section on our website in the new year. That'll be good. That's going to make the training a lot clearer and easier to access, and you'll be able to register your interest directly from there. That is absolutely brilliant news. Brilliant news. Don't know who came up with that idea, Scott, but it's a good one. Let's have a look. Who else have we got on this evening? Joe Bryan. Hello, my lovely. Is the leadership still split into 3 parts? So the leadership is now a programme as a one-off. Previously, the 3 days were given 3 levels so that people could understand where they're at. It's now just one. It's a level 2, but you do have to do all 3 parts to get the qualification. Let's have a look. Have we got any other questions? Joe, do you fancy doing the leadership, my lovely? Get in touch with Emily, get some pros and cons, and if you're interested, we'll get one booked on at your neck of the woods. Who else is on there this evening? Hi, Shane. That's my darling husband who's been so kind as to bring me a brew while I've been on here. I also want to say a huge shout out to the young ladies at Cardinal Newman College in Preston. I believe that the Netball Academy there is having their Christmas meal this evening. So a huge shout out to the young ladies there. I hope you have a lovely meal. Enjoy yourselves, ladies. You work very, very hard. You are very, very good at what you do. And the Lancashire User Forum hopes that you have a wonderful Christmas meal. Is there anybody else that's going out on a Christmas meal? Do we know? Let's get some shout outs on here. Emily, it's probably not your phone. It's probably me, my lovely. Jonathan was so chuffed when he got his certificates through the post. It's a very worthwhile course and you'll meet some great people, make some lovely friends. Nick's got to go, but have a lovely rest of the weekend, everybody. Nick, look, I told you I'd wear it. It wasn't just a blag, but if you have got any Santa ones, feel free to bring them on Wednesday. Have a lovely weekend, my lovely. So is it time for another really bad Christmas joke? Oh, let's have a look. What did Santa say when he stepped into a big puddle? We must have reindeer. I did warn you they were bad. So, loving the hat. Yes, do. I'm loving mine. I lent my daughter, they're filming the Christmas plays this year at school. How sad is that? They're filming it so that we can see it on Zoom. But I'm really glad they've got a contingency because we haven't seen one for the last couple of years. So yeah, I lent her my hat yesterday. And do you know what? Because of the shape of her face, she actually really suits it. She actually suits being a little elf, but she's definitely the naughty one. No two ways about that. You're a cross between Father Christmas and an elf. Can we go Mother Christmas? Can we say Mrs. Christmas? So there's a bit of a theme going tonight about me being male. Do we have to bring our own hats on Wednesday? Do you know what, Emily? I don't know if you have to, but you can certainly do it. I'll definitely be on the Christmas jumper, Christmas hat watch list. And do you know what? I think I might try and make it a bit fun and see how many we can get. Might have to have Christmas hat bingo. I'll see what I can come up with. Hey, Gary. Big shout out to Gary. He is my right-hand man, and he is pretty much the reason why things flow so well at leadership at the moment, because I've not been in the best of health myself. I had a bit of a meltdown a few weeks ago. As I say, this week I've not been very well in itself. However, Gary has been the man behind the scenes that has been pulling it together, has been getting in touch. Gary's the man that has been helping keep propping me up and reminding me why we do it, especially when we have to get up super early and into that freezing cold building. It can be quite nippy in the early mornings, but we do try to be considerate, and we do try to get there early enough to make sure that when you arrive, whether it be rain, sleet, whether it be snow or sunshine, at least you have a hot brew waiting for you when you get there. Yeah, Emily, definitely. I think I'll be donning the earrings as well. I think I wore my Christmas presents the other day, so I'll have to see if I can find my Christmas trees. Might wear one of each. You never do know. Any excuse to wear. Do you know what, Jonathan? If I wear a hat, it means I've not got to bother what my hair looks like. It makes life a lot easier when I get out of the shower in the morning, that's for sure. What else is going on? Yes, absolutely. So is it time for another bad joke then, if you've stopped interacting with me, guys? I take it everybody's had the Christmas dinners this year. I had mine on Wednesday, and I have to say it was lovely. Very, very lovely. Very big thank you to the stars at Angelo's for providing a very, very lovely Christmas dinner. Yep, bad joke. Okay, so the next one. Where does Santa's reindeer stop for coffee? Starbucks. Took me a second, that one, to register. So, Pamela, thank you for your question. It's a really good one. The leadership course sounds good. What do people use it for? Okay, so the leadership program helps you as an individual lead, whether that be in your personal life or in your work life. It's about understanding how you can get the best out of yourself and out of other people when you're working together. I think a lot of people that have been on the course have gone on to it as something to do, a little bit of give them a bit of a distraction for a little while. However, I think when I did the leadership course with college, I'll be honest, I think it's helped me more at home as a parent, as a wife, than it has in terms of work, because it encompasses everything. It encompasses everything within within your life, within your day-to-day, within society. Let's have a look. Gary's saying that he definitely recommends it for self-growth. He's done it. In fact, I dread to think, how many times have you done it now, Gary? 5, 6? Are we getting on a bit higher than that now? Cheryl Atkinson, hello, my lovely. Don't know if this helps put a face to the name or whether you don't actually want to put a face to the name since I'm wearing the lovely hat. However, it's lovely to have you with us this evening. We're having a bit of a theme of bad jokes. So if anybody's got one, 1 million. Not quite sure what Gary's 1 million's to, unless he's buying perfume, maybe. Don't know. Hello. A nice smiley wave. So yes, what else is new in terms of training and leadership? So we now have 4 accredited programs. We have a level 1, an introduction to asset-based community development. That's really good. That's quite eye-opening. It's a 1-day event. It's interesting, really interesting. So a level 1 is the equivalent of a GCSE. We have a level 1 in speaker boot camp, which links into public speaking. We also offer a level 2 in leadership, which let's just get that in there again, because that's my baby. 1 million times that is done leadership. It certainly feels that way, but no 2 sessions are the same. We were saying this the other day, we might cover the same material, but actually I was doing some research last night on origami. Believe it or not, that is going into the leadership. You asked me, what on earth is this woman talking about? But yes, it's there. Don't say hello because somebody got into trouble last time I spoke on here. Craig, feel free to say hello, my darling. Everybody is welcome. Everybody is welcome at the Lancashire User Forum, and nobody's going to get shouted at this evening. To be fair, am I really in a position to shout at anybody looking like this? Level 2 for the leadership course, that's the equivalent of 5 GCSEs. We then have a level 3 in the drug awareness as well. So if you have done the drug awareness, please get in touch with me. My email is Shelley, as per the spelling here, SHELLEY, at redroserecovery.org.uk. If you let me know what courses you have done, then I can get your accredited certificates out to you, because it adds up. It adds up. If you are a Red Rose member, we will cover the cost of it. You access these courses absolutely free. Okay, so if nothing else, it helps with the self-development. Okay, so please do, ladies and gentlemen, please do spread the word. And if you've got any comments regarding the training, what you want to do, what you have done, what you've got out of it, please do share with us this evening, because as I say, you have got me for the duration. Let's have a look. Jonathan has said that there's a lot about the leadership course about put my teeth in. A lot of the leadership course is about exploring yourself, and it's a good way to revise what you have learned in the past. We need to do some accredited training in Chorley. Cheryl, that's absolutely fine. Anybody that's accredited, anybody that's with Red Rose Recovery can get onto the course absolutely free, no issue at all. We just need to pan out some dates. And I like what you said there, Jonathan, about it's a really good way of exploring yourself, because a lot of the self-reflection tools that we give you on there, obviously I was introduced to them long ago when I first did the qualification myself, but every now and again, periodically, I still fill them in, because it's not a one-trick pony. It's not a matter of once you filled that in, that is you're in a box, off you top. As you progress, you will find that at the beginning of the course you are one thing, but then towards the back end, towards the back end of your training, your mindset shifts. It completely changes. We do quite a lot on boundaries in the first instance, and it would be really, really good if there's somebody on the call this evening that was on the most recent cohort. And I say that because it was absolutely awesome. It was a face-to-face one, and we had a couple of people join us from our team of civil service mentors. So a massive shout out to Sajid and Samaya, who joined us for the duration and added a lot of value to it. And I think because these individuals do work for the civil service, because they are professionals, people could be forgiven for assuming that they already know it, they've already got those skills. But actually, those two, the feedback that we've got from those two is that they learned as much as our people that are in recovery. So it's not aimed at any particular genre or any particular group of people. It is aimed at an individual as a human being. Because ultimately, we diversify, don't we? We are what we've gone through. If all you've known is that you have a yard, there's no garden, then it's going to be a little bit strange for you to see grass and flowers, perhaps. And likewise, if all you've ever seen is grass and flowers, then you're not going to understand what it's like to have a yard. So what we try to do is bring in as many experiences as possible, and we have conversations around those, and we try to make it true to life. There is a tiny little bit of role play if you want to do it. However, although the material is up on the board and we talk through it, the majority of it is about you guys getting involved, giving us your experience and reflecting on it with the bits that we give you. Okay. So let's have a little look at some of the notes we can see. Glenn was on here with me. No, Glenn was only here streaming, Jonathan, I'm afraid, because I don't have the accesses that I need. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it wouldn't let him access it when the link was on mine. So yeah, you stuck with me this evening, unless anybody wants to come on, in which case I quite happily send you a message with the details. Jonathan has said that the boundaries are very, very important. And I think that is the most important one, because you take it with you through every stride of your life. And it's not just about the boundaries that you adhere to, that you abide by, but actually it's about reflecting where you have boundaries. And actually, can you look after yourself by putting some others in place? What can you do to stop people keep running all over you? I would recommend the leadership program to anybody that works with people. You don't have to manage them, okay? Because that's not what we're talking about. It's not training to be a manager. It is training to lead by example, okay? And that is not, by the way, hello, Kim, my lovely. Hello there. Hello, Alan, as well, my darling. So in terms of leadership, it's about recognizing how the people might perceive you. It's not an alphabet for toddlers. It's not a step-by-step. It's enlightening and it's empowering. And if I could, unfortunately, I was unwell this week, as I've said, so I didn't get a chance to upload the photos, but you may have seen on Facebook this week that we had a lot more smiling faces. I think it was 6 or 7 people that came in that started the leadership program 3 weeks ago, and all of them, 100% of them, stuck it to the end and left with huge smiles on their faces, because it is something, it's a positive thing. It can be difficult. There's a lot of information, but you'll get out of it what you're prepared to put into it. Let's have a look. Is there what's going on the chat this evening? it seems to have slowed down a little bit. Unfortunately, guys, as I say, it was just a very short, sharp, I can't even say sweet, can I? Because it's festive this evening. Just to get you through this evening, just to give you some sort of touch base until the real user forum on Wednesday. I do apologise, guys. Somebody's just opened the door and walked in, which has completely distracted me. So unless you want to come and say hello to the Lancashire User Forum, I'm going to ask you to go. That I do apologise for. Quite clearly, it was camera shy people. But then again, it might just be because I'm embarrassing everybody with my hat this evening. I went out, put the Christmas tree up earlier on, nipped outside to go and see how it looked from the outside because it's in front of the window, and got asked, "Are you really going out like that, Mother?" Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. So I'll give you one more really bad Santa joke. And unless anybody's got anything to ask or to say, I will be closing the call this evening early. So another one. Let's have a look. What do grapes sing at Christmas? 'Tis the season to be jelly. I'm not liking that one. Let's change that. Let's go for another one. What do snowmen eat for breakfast? Ice Krispies. I think that's the best one so far, if I'm honest. I think that's the best one so far. Let's see what else we've got. A little bit of Santa Claus jokes. What's Santa Claus's favourite type of crisps? Crisp Pringles. Will Pete Yarwood and Emma Daggers be at the LUF party? I would imagine so. I've no reason to think otherwise. I believe it is. I think majority of Red Rose staff will be there. Yes, I do recall seeing Pete's name on the agenda at some point. And if it's not, if I've imagined that, I'm pretty sure that we'll get him up to say a hello anyway. I'll be honest, I haven't seen Emma to confirm, but I would imagine she will be making every effort to be there. Any other questions? Kim, my lovely, are you coming to the LUF on Wednesday? It would be lovely to see you there. I'm sat here waiting for a response, forgetting that there's a 20-second delay. And it's very quiet, sat here on my own. You're probably wondering why there is nobody else here with me. I did ask a couple of people, but unfortunately they had better offers. I think with Christmas being just around the corner, people are wanting to go and fill the boots with the old chocolates, which I'll definitely be in. Although no doubt they weren't open when I came out. You can bet your bottom dollar they will be when I go back in. Why does Santa always come down the chimney? Because quite simply, it suits him. These are just getting worse. So, on that note, my lovely beings, I'm going to say a fond farewell. If anybody is interested in getting in touch regarding leadership or any of the other training programs, please either drop me a message on the phone number I've already mentioned, or even drop me an email, because we will quite happily try to accommodate whatever training you need. Please bear in mind that there is only a small training team, and we do try to get right across Lancashire. So there might be a short wait. We do deliver training not just to Red Rose people, we do deliver it to the NHS, civil service. So we do deliver a lot. And as I say, small hands or small number of hands, it does get quite a handful on occasion. So on that note, I do want to send a massive shout out to Gary, who, I'll be honest, of late, the latest cohort, I think would have fallen flat on its face if it hadn't have been for a few of these kicks, if I'm honest, but I need that occasionally. I also want to say a massive thank you to the big lottery, because what you guys possibly don't realise is that although it's free for you guys, somebody somewhere has to pay for the meeting rooms, for the teas, for the coffees, for the wages. And the leadership programme is funded in the majority by the big lottery. And it's them guys that make it possible for you to have the qualification for free. So I just want to put it out there, a massive thank you to the big lottery. And for those of you that will be there on Wednesday, I look forward to seeing you then. Until I see you next, stay safe. And if I don't speak to you over Christmas, have an absolutely amazing one. Take care, guys.